when I look at you, I have to conclude that either you have been duped yourself or else you are trying to dupe me.
You've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Yeah.
You've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Yeah.
Oh, I say you've been misled, you've been had, you've been took.
Betty Shabazz, a remarkable story of survival and faith before and after Malcolm X. This talk lasts an hour, 15 minutes.
And Betty was dealing with all of that pressure mostly on her own because Malcolm has spent most of that year overseas in Africa and the Middle East.
And the memory of bad times when I went to go someplace, or when I told him I was going to be one place and I went another place and he was very upset with me. All of that now I can handle. But there's also times when I really kind of give him hell.
By starting that rumor about Betty.
But I was surprised to read that you had, and we don't see this in the film, but that you had left him 3 times.
Yes, I did. He was like very disciplined.
I don't want to portray him as just authoritarian, and I don't want to put all the problems in the marriage on him, because certainly I think her personality, both her, I think, legitimate desire to work outside of the home, and to express, the talents and the knowledge and skills that she had gained in school, and also her forceful personality, her will to be an independent woman. Malcolm wasn't having that.
It was a difference in lifestyle, to be committed.
When that sort of climate comes up and you are caught in the middle like that.
My biggest fight is being alone, Betty once confessed. She kidded about the predicament. Say, Rev, why don't the fellas flirt with me? She asked a comrade.
Is it true that you actually did leave him on several occasions?
Yes, 3 times as a matter of fact.
How did I allow him to put me in a position like that? To be the only one to go to his house.
I've been responsible when I had been reared to be happy.
He was committed and responsible and disciplined.
Right.
And I don't think no brother in history, such as myself, would ever been exposed. And I was saying this morning, well, Lord, it's good that I was exposed to that.
You've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Yeah.
You've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Yeah.
Oh, I say you've been misled, you've been had, you've been took.
Good evening, brothers and sisters. This is your brother Jay Elyon, and today I am coming because I definitely want to get some input. I don't know everything. Lately I have been researching a lot on Malcolm X, and I've come across a lot of information, and some of the information is almost like I don't know what to do with it. And I'm okay and I'm comfortable and I'm secure within saying I don't know. I don't know I don't know how to process some of the stuff I've come into, information. But I do want to get a conversation started. One of the things I was coming across, or the information I was coming across, as I was studying, the Malcolm X, actually a lot of things he said I liked. And I'm thinking, this is one of the baddest dudes that didn't touch the planet. Outside of, Jesus, Yeshua. He the man. But I'm thinking, okay, even though Malcolm was talking to Islam, I'm open-minded enough to be able to say, let me see what this brother's talking about. And as I look into the story, I got several questions. Now, the first question I was going to have, looking at his wife, Betty Shabazz, as I'm, looking at the life of Malcolm X, and it first appears as if as is, the Nation of Islam was against him. That's what it appears like. Then it appears as you got the whole government against him, whether it's the FBI, CIA, and whatever other alphabets and local police. Then, only to come to find out, was this man catching hell at home, even though she said she was giving him hell. Was it really like that? And I'm not really, majoring really on the Betty Shabazz part, because I'm looking at the life and the time that we're living in, and I'm trying to find out, are there sisters, are there women that would support a man that has a vision, or does she fight against that man while he's trying to build? Do we have sisters? Because from what it looks like, from what it appears like Malcolm was really all alone. It really appears like Malcolm was all alone. The closest people he had around him, the majority of them were not no good for him. So, my question, my first question was, did Betty Shabazz compliment Malcolm while he was living? I'm not talking about what she might have did after he, left the scene. But while he was living, did she compliment him? And this ain't just about Betty Shabazz. This is about, I want to make it broader. This conversation, I want to make it broader. Are there sisters that support the vision of a man, that have a real vision? And I don't want to say real vision, but do sisters support revolutionary brothers that's really trying to build, that's really trying to help people? Are there women that stand strong? Or are there women that maybe get too carried on with the affairs of this life to whereby she's like, listen, I need you to tend to me. Your goal, your mission, your purpose, all of that ain't as important. Focus over here. So y'all help me get the conversation rolling. It's the first question. And I'll be back. This is your brother Jake Elyon.